Hey, thanks for scanning another Advent sign this week. This week on the sign, the picture is of the wise men. And I know the wise men aren't really a part of the manger scene, the nativity story that's there. They come a little bit after the nativity happens. But what's interesting about the story of the wise men is how well they prepared. You see, for the wise men to even see the star, they had to be looking up in the skies. And interestingly enough, that's what the scriptures tell us the stars are for. They're to remind us of the seasons and for signs and for different things that we can pay attention to there. But in reality, what they observed was so rare. They saw this new star that they said, this must be a sign that we should follow and we should worship. And they went back into the scriptures and they found that the Christ child's birth would be accompanied by a star.
And that's a huge thing that meant a lot for those people then. But one of the ways that the wise men story applies to us now is the way in which the wise men were watching and preparing for this king that was coming. And their response to seeing this star is really important for us today, I think, because as soon as they saw this star, their immediate response was to go and to worship and to prepare to embrace this new king that was coming. And so I think that's relevant for us today, because as Christ is coming, as he has come for Christmas so many years ago, we have this king that we are called to worship. And that's a big part of the Christmas season. It should be a big part of our Advent season, is worshiping Christ. And so like the old hymn says, "Oh, come let us adore him, Christ our King." And we all know that song, but how are we today coming and adoring Jesus Christ? And so what I want you guys to invite you guys to do this week is take an opportunity to worship the Lord. And a great way to do that is right on this page that you are right on top of in this video. We'll link it in the description of the video as well. Right on that page is our Sunday service here at Pond Hill. And a big part of our service is just getting together and worshiping. Really, the whole service, we call it our worship service. So that's our goal, is to get before Jesus with our fellow believers and worship him together. And so I want to invite you to do that. And in fact, we have a little part at the end of this video that also calls you into a time of worship. We're going to display some of the scripture that we've alluded to. And why don't you just take a moment, watch that, read the scripture, and even right now in your hearts, take a minute and just worship God for what he's done. And we're going to be continuing to do this, continuing to bring you more things about Advent, so make sure that you're also subscribed to our channel so that you can be notified when we are coming out with new things. But right now, we're just going to take a second, even in this video, to take a moment and worship together before the King of Kings and come and adore him.